Hey, what's up everybody and welcome back to another video. So I thought we're going to do something a little bit different tonight, and I'm going to show you guys what games that I own. And also there has just been a really cool update for Steam. Have you seen this? It looks far better than the older version in my opinion. I mean, I don't really know what's installed and what's not installed now. It's a bit hard to see. I mean, they kind of glow, don't they? But I wanted to show you guys what my favourite games are, what sort of games we can play on this channel. So I want your feedback in the comments. Tell me if you've got these same games. Is there anything we could play multiplayer? Is there anything that you want to see on this channel in the future? So anyway, you can see that most of my gameplay on this channel is based around this game right here, which is Men of War Assault Squad 2. And we can see, oh my god, we've got 6,920 hours into this game, and none of this is in the campaign, by the way. This is all inside its editor, making maps for the Army Men of War series and stuff like that. And this is like my favourite game, so you can tell that I play this a lot. We can also see that we've got a lot of other games. I'm going to be playing some 8-bit armies. I think this is a bit like Command and Conquer. I've not really seen much of it. I've watched the trailer, and it just looks like a pixelated version of Command & Conquer, so let me know in the comments if you want to see some of this, because it looks kind of fun to play. I like this sort of blocky look we've got right there. Then we've got Men of War Assault Squad 2 Cold War, and we can see them all in the left-hand column right here. We've got 258 games out of 397, which aren't listed apparently. So why are they not listed? Oh, there we go. We can actually see all of my games now. So we have 7 Days to Die. I don't know if anybody's ever played that game, but it's a survival game, and I think it's really cool. If you're into survival games, it's that sort of game where you drop into the world. It's a bit like, I don't know, DayZ, I guess. But, well, DayZ meets Minecraft, I would say. And in that game you have to survive, and every 7 days there is like a super horde of zombies where they just all know where you are. So you've got to build up your base and survive with the rest of your team. So because it's an online multiplayer. So you have to let me know in the comments if you want to see some of that game. Like I said, we've got 8-bit armies, active war, direct action. We've got a lot of nostalgic games in this list right here. I don't know if any of you guys have played Active War, but this was an amazing game growing up. Again, very similar to like the Command and Conquer base building kind of games. I'm definitely going to be playing some of that in the future. So like I say, today's video is just to kind of showcase you guys what we can play on this channel. So like, let me know in the comments what your favorite game is and what we should play next, because we've got so many games, and I only play like 1 or 2 of them. So I just thought, I don't know, if there's any of you guys that just scream out to me saying play this game, then I'll start playing something else on this channel, because I feel like we're just not playing enough of them. We've got so many to choose from. Age of Empires 2, this is like the game that started me. I love this game. This inspired me to get into my map editors. Again, it's a basic base building game if you've not played it, but who hasn't played Age of Empires 2? If you've not played it, tell me in the comments, because that game has been played by everybody. I think this was like the original game. I played this on like Windows 98. Same with these. American Conquest, this one doesn't really work. I used to roleplay on this game. I used to just open up the map editor and just build myself a little map and pretend. You can play as every faction really. You can place down thousands of troops. They're all little pixels, little sprites, and I kind of like them sort of games. Very nostalgic. And also, somebody count how many times I say games in this video, because I'm saying it loads. Games. Ancient Warfare 3. We have played this before, and it got quite a few views actually. It's a bit like Tabs, I guess, meets sort of like a simulator, and we can play in all kinds of different eras, from medieval all the way up to like, well, modern, I guess. Well, all the way from Greece to the modern era. So that could be pretty cool to do, like some guns versus swords. Obviously we have the ARMA games on here. These are like some of my favourites. ARMA 2 used to be my favourite, but then it just completely got replaced by ARMA 3. And obviously we've got DayZ ARMA 2 mod. That's where the original DayZ standalone game originated from. So I don't think I'll play those 3 ever again really. Not unless I'm doing it for like nostalgic purposes, as ARMA 3 is the go-to game for me at the moment. Again, for its map editor, so you can really see where the whole mapper side of things came from in my name, in my username, because I've always been into mapping and map editors. Anything where I'm in control, I like to play God. So then we come down here, we're starting to see some toys, some Army Men toy games, and my favourite out of these has got to be obviously the original Army Men. This started the whole franchise for me. It was amazing, and it went all the way up to, does anybody remember the GameCube? It might be a bit before some of you guys' era, But when I was growing up, we had the GameCube, and the GameCube was the go-to console for the toy Army Men games like Sarge's Heroes and things like that. So that's kind of what drove me to create Army Men of War, and that's what made it so successful, because all the stories from that I just kind of made up my own, and this was the biggest inspiration right here. Army Men RTS, such a cool game. Battle Stations Pacific, I don't think I've ever played that. I might have, like, years ago, but you can see half of these have got 0 minutes of playtime. They've been gifted to me, or I've bought them and I've just never played them. I've got 7 hours in total on this game. This Beam NG drive, it has amazing physics, absolutely amazing physics, and definitely recommend that game if you're into cars, because you can just have some awesome crashes and make some really awesome simulations. And again, it has a map editor. Black Squad, not too sure what that is. I might be stupid, but there's probably a lot of you guys saying, you've never heard of Black Squad? Yeah, but no, never played that, and it's not installed. Look, some of these need installing. Only a handful of them are actually installed. I need to buy a bigger hard drive. Call of Duty World at War, one of my favourite Call of Duties that's ever existed. I think it's even better than Call of Duty World War II. I just thought World War II was just a little bit overdone, and this just felt so much more realistic for me, Call of Duty World at War did. Call to Arms, this game does not work for me at the moment. I've been trying to get it to work for ages, but I would love to make this into a new Army Men of War mod, because we do have first person mechanics and the helicopter mechanics inside that as well. Chivalry, we have, oh wow, that's like a Call of Duty but with swords. You just play battles and fight to the death really until your team wins. I think there's like a conquest mode as well. That's pretty dope. Siberian Strike, never ever played that. That seems like something that I would definitely try though. City Skylines, 2 hours I've got in that game. Not a lot. Wasn't a big fan, to be honest. Really couldn't get the hang of it. It's a bit like Sim City. That's the game I played growing up. Codename Panzers Cold War. Again, I've got so many strategy games. Panzers, and I think these were gifted to me by one General Tiberius, so big shout out to you, dude, for most of these games on here, including some of these others as well. I mean, a lot of these are gifts. You guys just gift me games, and sometimes I mean to play them, but I just don't have the time because I'm always in Men of War making cinematics and battles in there. So, like I say, let me know if you want to see some more of the gameplay from these other very, very nostalgic, and I feel like they fit into the same niche category as myself and you guys, the viewers, as well. I feel like we would all enjoy these games equally. Cossacks 3, I bought that because it has a map editor, and it was supposed to be the next one up from American Conquest. Well, the next one up from Cossacks 2, I guess, but these games are so similar to the original American Conquest. And again, you just build maps and you can create battles. I never really play the campaigns. Then we've got Daisy Standalone. I've got a lot of hours in this, 211 hours. Love this game, haven't played it in years though. So I'd love to make a series on that. Let me know if you play Daisy, and let me know if we could hook up or something and play some Daisy together through the Discord. That would be amazing. Making a little survival series, that would be really cool. Maybe we could live stream it. I don't know why I said that. Stream it. There we go. If you haven't noticed, I am recording this live. It's going to be barely edited, this video. We've got all the Delta forces gifted to me. I remember this one especially, one of my favourites growing up. I used to think the graphics were insane and realistic, but looking at it now, I think I played it not long ago and it is absolutely nothing compared to ARMA 3, because these are like the original ARMA 3 games, if you ask me. Yeah, there's a lot of free roam to it. DEFCON, wow, I can't believe I nearly missed this. I've actually got 5 hours in this game, and has anybody ever watched War Games? Do you know that thing where it goes, do you want to play a game? And he's like, yes, let's play chess, you know, and it's like, do you mean you want to play global thermonuclear war? And you're like, no, I want to play chess. And that's that kind of game. Really, really awesome. It's from like a 1980s nuclear war simulation, like was it NORAD? That's what it's called. What else do we have? We've got all the Delta forces. Dota 2, never played that. Heard good things about it though. 25 minutes, have I played that? Not sure about that one. Sorry, I got a bit of food stuck in my teeth. I don't know why. I just don't edit this part out. Dying Light, Dustwind, again, this one, before we get to Dying Light. This one actually looks really interesting. You can make your own maps and you can make your own battles and stories, but I don't know how to work it. The editor is really weird and I just couldn't get the hang of it, so I played 44 minutes of it and just quit. We have Morrowind, all the Elder Scrolls games. Again, never played them on PC. If I'm going to play these sort of games, I like to play them on the console. Just me and my, you know, my sofa, an energy drink, and a control pad. That's what I need for those games. Can't really play them on the PC. Going through Empires of the Undergrowth, this inspired me to make the army, like the Army Men of War Ants version. That was the inspiration from this game. I've only played 70 minutes, but that's a really cool game. It's where you control your ant empire, and you come out from underneath, and you want to feed your queen ant. And the queen ant, obviously, you need to go out and collect food, and you bump into all other kinds of bugs, such as spiders, other ant colonies, and things like that, and you can fight them. And it's just really realistic and really cool. A really great game. I need to play that again, actually. It's very nostalgic doing this. If you want to see more videos like this where it's just raw, uncut, my opinion, and showcasing something personal of mine, just let me know in the comments. I mean, I've got a wicked Toy Army Men collection of miniatures in the other room. I'd love to show you guys that as well, so let me know. Freeman Guerrilla Warfare. This was actually gifted to me by a sponsor, and it was the owners of this game actually sent it to me, I believe. And this is actually a really good game. It's a bit like Mount and Blade, but with guns. I've only played 3 hours, and I'd love to make a series on that. I feel like that's something that we could definitely do on this channel. I'd have a lot of fun doing that. Golf with Friends. Again, I think this is something we should do on the Discord. I love Golf with Friends. We've got Far Cry 5 as well. I've only played 6 hours of that. And all 6 hours of that was in the editor. I'm obsessed with map editors, dudes. Scrolling down, we've got plenty more to go through right here. Halo Walls. I didn't even know I had that. Halo Walls. Damn. Okay, Ground Control Operation Exodus. These are classics right here. I'm talking like Windows, I don't know, Windows XP sort of style. They're the sort of games that I grew up on. Then you've got Hearts of Iron. I think this is just like Army Men of War, but more the battle map style of it rather than the actual battlefield style of it. And this is what inspired me. You can actually do all kinds of things in this. I've got quite a lot of hours, 53 hours in that game. But I always forget how to play it. If I don't play it for like a week or so, I completely forget how to play that game. Tell me if you can relate. Hold Fast Nations of War, I've got 20 hours in that. That's a really fun game if you like Napoleonic Wars. Ignore that one. I swear to God, I don't know where that one came from. That was a gift. Oh God, I've played 19 minutes. That's not what it looks like, I swear. Home Wars. Again, Toy Army Men. I love Toy Army Men. Anything to do with that sort of brand, I love it. Absolutely love it. I need to remind me to delete that game over there. Homeworld Remastered Collection. Never played that really. 0 minutes. Majority of these games I've got 0 minutes in. House Flipper I played for 91 minutes. I actually uploaded a video of that and it just was a complete flop. I think it barely got 1,000 views. You guys just didn't like that game, so I'll probably never play that game again. It's probably just something I would do whilst it's the sort of game I would play whilst I'm sat on the toilet, to be honest. We've got Just Cause. Wouldn't play that on the PC, not my preparation. Joint Ops. So some of these I've never even heard of. You know, IS Defense. It's just a defense game. It's like the sort of thing you'd play in an arcade where you defend a beach against waves of terrorisms. You know, Imperial Glory. That's like a rip-off version of Total War Napoleon. We have Just Cause 2, and just going through them right here, I don't think I've played any of these right here, but still, you guys get to see them. Let me know in the comments if you've played them, tell me what you think, and if you recommend them. We have Kingdoms and Castles. That's a really good game, 38 hours, made quite a few videos on that actually. I love making maps again, and making very unique castles. We have the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. I think this was gifted to me by General Tiberius, one of my subscribers, also a good YouTuber. In fact, I'll leave his channel in the description. A shout out to you, man, because you've bought me most of these games. Mean Green Plastic Warfare. Nobody plays this game anymore. You guys should all go and buy Mean Green Plastic Warfare so we can play it together. We can make like a giant multiplayer match and revive this game because I feel like it needs reviving. It's been too long. I keep loading this up just to look at their maps so I can get some inspiration for Men of War maps. Medieval Engineers. I think this had the best physics at one point, until a lot of other games came out, but this is like the best physics game. It was like Space Engineers, but the medieval version. I just used to love shooting catapults at my castles. We have all of the metros. Obviously, we've got Men of War Squad 2 Cold War, which is a bit of a flop, to be honest. Not a big fan. Mount and Blade Warband, one of my favourite games. 110 hours in that game. Again, we're going to have to make a series on that at some point. Absolutely love these games. I do play them offline a lot. I should just play them on YouTube. Get you guys involved as well. I love doing the community involvement and the role play and things like that. Mount Your Friends, definitely a fun game. This is a really fun game if you like naked blokes fighting in the Olympics, I guess. I'm probably going to get demonetized just for saying that. Mr. President, we've had some fun on this. 6 hours. It all adds up, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like I've had 6 hours protecting Donald Trump. That's when you have to dive in front of the sniper that's going to shoot him. Really fun game, actually. Played that quite a few times. This is a good game. Paint the Town Red. It's really hard. There's like 4 different levels, and there's a huge series of workshop levels as well. I've just knocked my mic. And it's really hard because you've got to literally run around, start a fight, and survive until the last man, I guess, which is really, really super hard to do. So going down, we've got Prison Architect. I've played 32 minutes of that, but I have played this, I'm not going to lie. When I was a kid, I did torrent that game, yes. I think I'll probably get arrested for saying that, but yeah, this was one of my childhood games right here, Prison Architect. I used to love role-playing on this game. Absolutely loved it. We've got Roos, and a ton of other games, like I say, No Man's Sky. This was a giant flop, in my opinion. It had a massive hype about it, but then when they brought it out, there was just nothing really going on for it. It just felt very repetitive, and all the worlds were unique, but yeah, it just didn't feel like a complete game, to be honest. I'm not sure if they've updated that though. World War II, never played. Reconquest, Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, awesome game. Love the conquest mode on that. It's really addictive. You might have played Red Orchestra 2. That's definitely something I want to play again in the future. There's Red Orchestra 2 right there, right next to it. Rise of Liberty, a fun game. I spoke with the developer about this game. Definitely recommend you go and check this one out. Awesome. Absolutely awesome simulation if you like the American Revolution and the Tab sort of style games mixed with Ravenfield. It's like Ravenfield, but the American Revolution style kind of game. Rust, never played. We've got all the Saints Rows really. Well, number 2 and number 4. I feel like number 1 and 2 were the best Saints Rows, but then after that they just kind of got too futuristic and a little bit boring and repetitive in my opinion. So with Settle Swords, Ashen Company, again that was a sponsor. 113 minutes I've played. It's just a giant battle simulation. You can actually play as one of the soldiers on the field, which is pretty epic. Squad, I'd love to play that more. I watch a lot of Diplex Heated videos, and also Karma Cuts. They're very good at that. I can recommend those YouTubers if you're into Squad. It's a bit like ARMA 3, but more very, very detailed. Very, very detailed. Sniper, never played those really. Battlefront 2, the old one, that is a classic. I think there was actually some servers still alive for that game, and I would love to play this with Daily Tactics or something in the future. Another cool YouTuber who's built his YouTube channel around Star Wars and things like that. Good friend of mine. I'm definitely down for playing some of that with him. If you guys want to see it, like I say dudes, let me know what you guys want to see in the comments. This is a very weird video today, very weird. Other than that, I think we're just coming into games now, which I've not really played. I have pretty much all of the Total Wars, and the Total Wars are my favourite games of all time. We have Total War Thrones of Britannia, we have Attila, Empire Total War, we have Medieval 2, Napoleon, we have Rome 2, Shogun 2, Three Kingdoms Total War, and Warhammer. I still have yet to get the new Warhammer, Warhammer 2 Total War. I'm pretty sure they're bringing out another Warhammer Total War as well. And on top of that, they're also bringing out a Troy, Total War Troy, which looks absolutely epic. I love that sort of era. Can't wait to attack the walls of Troy. Going further down, we have Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Played a lot of hours on this, 18 hours. On that game, you can pretty much do anything. If you want to fight tables against zombies, or chairs against super mutant aliens, that is the game for you. And you can do it on an epic scale, and even drop into one of the characters and lead your troops, and drop nukes, of course. Universe Sandbox, not my kind of game really, but it's great for making like cinematics. If you want to destroy a world or something, open that game, you can blow up a whole universe. You can collide galaxies and just see how, I don't know, how kind of unrealistically cool it is. Unturned, that's like DayZ, but the Roblox version. I'll have to try that out really. I've got 16 minutes on record. Never really played that game, but I've heard good things. For such a small, low poly graphics game, it's actually got really good reviews. What else do we have? I keep seeing a lot. I do apologise. Shark Attack, that's about helicopters. We've got all of the Dawn of Wars. I'm definitely going to have to give these a play. Chaos Spain. So many games with 0 minutes in, and we're coming down to the bottom now. And also XCOM 2. That's a game that I want to play in the future. I've seen some other YouTubers play that, and it looks absolutely epic, especially with all the sides of the modding community. And we are on top of it, we have Watch Dogs and Wolfenstein. And is there any I've missed? War Game, that's a good game, really good game, but it's very strategic and can get quite stressful at times, especially if you're a very competitive gamer when it comes to RTS games. So anyway, that's pretty much all of my games. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see, and also tell me what you guys think about this new Steam update. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. It's going to look so much better now. Especially, let's put it into this mode, big picture mode. Wow, okay. Look at that. We've got a giant arrow thing. Oh, this looks cool. If I go to my library, and it looks about the same, really, doesn't it? If not, a little bit more polished than this. So anyway, let's escape out of this. And let's end this video. Oh god, do we turn it off like that? Okay, minimize big picture. There we go. Okay, so we're on the record part again now. Sorry, this is a very unedited sort of style video. So, I'm MightyMapper123. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I say, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. Also, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I want to see more of these games and this kind of content. And yeah, I guess I will see you all in the next one.